Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to try to walk through installing clonehero. Now I've never done this before myself, but you know from my past videos I have a Batocera machine. Me and my kids love it. It's a lot of fun. So we're going to go ahead and do this. And here we can go to clonehero.net. I have it up in my browser. And I'm going to click want a standalone download. I'm going to click here. And I'm going to go to Linux, since that's what Batocera is based off of. And I'm going to go ahead and download that. And here we can see that downloading, and we will wait for that to finish. Now there is actually directions right here on the Batocera wiki for doing clonehero, installing clonehero on your system. So we're going to follow that the best we can and see how it turns out. Guys, interruption. Future me coming back. These directions, they're not correct. So I had to go out and find directions in a couple of different places and kind of piece those together to make a successful install. While this video will tell you how to successfully install it, I'm going to link in the description where I pulled each piece of information out. But if you follow this video, you'll get it installed and you'll get it running. So back to the video. Okay guys, I'm over here at the Batocera system, and now one thing we need to do is find the IP address. So on my keyboard here, I'm going to hit spacebar. And I'm going to scroll down to System Settings. And if I go to Information, it should be in there. And I'm just going to hit the up arrow to go to the end and see if I can see it quicker. I don't. So let me just scroll down and find Information. I believe it's there. Oh, there we go. It's not under Information, it's this network IP address. So my network IP address on this one's 192.168.0.22. So I'm going to go ahead and hit escape. Now that's the information we need to SSH to our system. But I'm going to try something that I haven't seen tried in the directions. And what I did is I downloaded my my game here to this USB drive. I'm going to plug it into my Batocera system. And I'm going to see if I can get everything copied there a little bit easier way than trying to do an SCP and a secure file copy and all that. So I've got that in. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit F1, and this is going to be tough for you to see, but trust me, it's here. Now you can look in your ROMs folder, which you're probably familiar with adding ROMs. So I'm going to go down to ROMs. I'm going to use my mouse pointer here on my keyboard. I'm going to go up to ROMs, and then I'm going to go over to ports. It's going to take me a minute to find it. And right here, this is ports. So I'm going to go into ports. And now there's this other one called data here. I'm just showing you the directory layout for right now. So we got user data, ROM supports data. And you can see I have a folder called SuperTux. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click. Okay, let me go back and show you how I did that. Now on my keyboard computer, this is the right click button. So I can click that. I'm going to create new, and I'm going to choose a folder, and I'm going to call it Clone Hero. And I'm going to say OK. So now I have my directory. So now I can go over here to my USB disk. I can find the file that I downloaded, which is this one right here. I can right click that and I can select copy. And then I can go back to my ROMs folder, my ports folder, and go back to that directory I just created under data, clonehero. And then I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste. And that is pasting into my folder. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to right click this because this is a zip archive. Well, no, maybe not. I've made a grave mistake here, guys. Oh, sorry, I bumped the tripod. I've made a grave mistake here. I need to extract it before I copy it over here because I don't think I can extract it in Batocera. Let me double check on that real quick. Okay guys, sorry for that quick intermission. I went ahead and took the USB back to my desktop and I extracted the files there. I forgot I don't have an extractor on Batocera to be able to do that. So let me go back in here, and I'm going to go down to my USB disk, which is right down here at the bottom, and I'm going to double click that, and then I'm going to go to the application that clonehero is in. I'm going to select all the files. I can do a Control A here, or I can just click each one. Then I'm going to do a Control C, and I'm going to copy those. Then I'm going to go back to ROMs, and I'm going to go back to ports, and I'm going to go back into that data directory and clonehero, and there is my zip file. But I'm going to go ahead and do a Control V and paste the files right into there, and we'll see that paste in. Now to save space, I'm going to go ahead and go back and delete this file afterwards, because even though I have a 2 terabyte drive in here, I still sometimes get low on space. I do need to clean this up a bit. Okay, so there's my zip file, and I'm going to go ahead and click delete, and it's going to say, are you sure? I guess it's a tar file. I guess I could have untarred that from the command line, but then I have to go back over and SSH and all that stuff. So we're going to get ready to do that though. Don't worry, there's going to be plenty of opportunity for SSH in here while I wait for this file to finish deleting. And then I'm going to go up to my trash can, and I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to empty. And yes, I am sure. And we'll get rid of the trash. Another quick tip for you, make sure you empty your trash can out if you're trying to free up space on your system. Okay, so now we're done. So we're going to go up to File, and we're going to close window, and we're going to be back at the main screen. Now let's go ahead and let's go over to the desktop, and we're going to SSH and finish this out. Okay guys, here we are back at the console after copying the file over. Again, this is a little experimental. It goes not exactly by the directions. We're going to try it because this might be a little bit easier. We'll see. We'll see. This will be a test. If not, I'll have to eat some crow, as they say, after this video. But so now, if you remember, we looked up our IP address, so we need to put that in here. A quick note, I'm on Linux, so SSH is built into my command line, my bash commands. If you're on Windows, you might want to use a program like Putty, P-U-T-T-Y. You can Google that one. Or if you're on Mac, it should be built in also. So we're going to do an SSH, and we're going to do root, because that's the only user on the Batocera system, at, and then our IP address, 192.168.0.22, and we hit enter. Oh, I mistyped. Let me try that again, guys. We're going to up arrow, and this time I'm not going to fat finger my IP address. So I have, what I have here is I have the SSH command followed by the username, the @ symbol, and then by the host or the computer, which would be the IP address. And I hit enter, and it asks me for a password. Now, if you kept everything default when you set up Batocera, the password should be Linux. That's the default password. Let me try that. And it is default. So here we are in the system. So now we need to go navigate. Let me pull up my wiki, and I'll show you where we are. So it says I need to navigate over to ROMs ports data is where I put mine, clonehero. So I go back. Oops, sorry, went off my focus. And I'm going to do CD ROMs. And I can just do an ls here and see, oh, there's all my directories and my ROMs. And I'm going to do CD ports, and I do an ls, and I should have a directory called data. So I'll do CD change directory, right? Data, and I ls that one, and then I have a directory here we can see is clonehero. So we'll CD clonehero, and let's see what we have. Let's go ahead and clear our screen just so we can see a little bit better. And now if we go back to the wiki to install clonehero. Okay guys, future me again interrupting. This is where the wiki is incorrect. the script contents is not correct for the directory structure of the latest Clone Hero download, and we're talking June of 2026 right now that I'm in. So as you look at this script that you're making, just make sure your directory structure lines up with what we created over on the TV side with that directory structure, where we made the Clone Hero folder and we copied the Clone Hero content files into that folder. Just make sure that path down to the Clone Hero folder is what you want in your script. Now, I found a Reddit thread that walks you through how to do this, but it doesn't tell you how to copy the file and stuff like that. So that's what I mean by how I piece these together to come up with this single tutorial video for it. So while it may appear disjointed, the instructions out there are disjointed too. So that's why I tried to piece this together. Anyway, back to the video. I'm going to skip ahead to the part where I pound my head against the wall for about 15 minutes. And I'm going to go to where I found the proper script contents and the proper directory structure for what I just made. And we'll go from there. Back to the video. And it says what we'll need to do is create a script called Clone Hero. And this might be a little challenging, but we're going to get into it. So what we can do, let's see if we can do, let's don't do cat. Let me think of the best. We're going to do a sudo nano. I hope Nano's on the system. We'll find out. Nano is just a real lightweight text editor. And we're going to call it clonehero dot sh. Now, I need you guys to do me a favor. Let me know when I fat finger something. It'll save us all a lot of time. Sorry, I'm already root. Sorry, I'm on my own desktop. So we're going to do a nano Clone Hero. And here we go. We have us an empty screen. Now, okay guys, this is the point where I had tried the script on the Batocera wiki, and I knew it wasn't right just by looking at it because the directory structure was all different than what I had just created through the TV, the file system manager on Batocera and all that. So I knew it was wrong. So what I'm doing is I'm going back up and I'm taking that out, and I found this other instructions on Reddit. Again, I'll link this in the description of how to create your script that you need to create, because that's what we're doing when we do nano / clone hero, or I'm sorry, nano clone hero .sh. What you're doing is you're just creating a file. Basically, Nano is a text editor, and you're creating a file called clonehero.sh, which is like a script. And you'll dump this command in, and again, down in the description, you'll just save that, Control X, save it off, and then you can make it executable, which we'll get into here in a second. Anyway, back to the video. Okay, back up. Let's go ahead and we're going to take this out because I have found updated instructions. Oh goodness. We're going to get rid of all of this. And we're going to paste this. I don't have a dot in front of my data, so I'm going to take that out. So what this script is doing is it's calling that Clone Hero file and running it as like ./clone hero and exporting it to the display. So we're going to save this. We're going to do Control X for exit, and it's going to say, do you want, it's modified, do you want to save it? We're going to select Y. File to write is clonehero.sh, and we are at clonehero.sh. Now what we need to do is we need to make that executable. So let's go ahead, and I think we have to make this script executable. So bear with me on this one. chmod +x clone hero.sh. Okay, so now that should add the executable bit to it. So let's pause here from the desktop, go over and scan on the Batocera machine, and let's see if this works. Okay guys, we are back to the Batocera machine. Now one thing we're going to need to do is press our spacebar again, And I think we go to game settings and we do update game lists, which is basically scanning for new games. And this is just from my theme here, so we'll let this go. It'll take a second. Okay, so now that's done, we can go over to ports, which I don't remember exactly where it is. Oh, hang on, let me go back this way. There it is, ports. And there we can see in our list, right here we have clonehero, but we're not there yet. Let's test and see if it starts up. Fingers crossed. Not looking good. Oh, it worked. I had no confidence. Okay, yeah, I forgot. This is not open source, so there may be some data privacy issues. We'll see. And there we go, guys. We are running with clonehero. So that's where we're going to wrap up this video. This was just a quick one on getting it installed. It's a little bit different than what all the directions say. And I'll link a couple sources below of what I use to get this running and starting, adding my own little twist of just using the USB drive to make it a little bit easier. But anyway, that's all for today, guys. More videos coming on this as we add songs, etc. Do guitars, maybe even some custom guitars, drum sets, all that good stuff. And subscribe for more on this. Anyway, guys, that's all we have for today. Just like, subscribe, all that good stuff, as I said. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what problems you run into as you do this, because this is not, it's not super easy. It's not too difficult, though. So let me know what you think. We'll see you next time.